And we're
live!
Welcome everyone to the Startup TNT Calgary Investment Summit 11.
Woohoo!
Yes, Spring 2025 Investment Summit 11. Can you believe it's been?
I can't even believe it.
It's been over 5 years.
Yeah, I know. 5 years now. It's amazing.
Crazy. The very first Startup TNT Summit was in February 2020. So here we are, 5 years later. Thank you guys for coming out tonight to Platform Calgary to see some incredible startup pitches. My name's Adrian. If you don't know me, I'm the Startup TNT Calgary lead. I'm one of the investors here. Once upon a time, we actually pitched for investment, got some investment. It is my pleasure, my distinct pleasure, to introduce my friend,
Adrian.
my colleague, my co-investor, Alina Martin.
Thank you, Adrian. Woo! I'm excited to be here, you guys. We're going to have a great night full of pitches. I can't believe it's been 5 years at Startup TNT. So big round of applause for everybody who volunteers their time here, all the companies that come. We're going to have a great evening.
That we are. So before we get going, just some quick housekeeping and announcements. So just so everyone up top and around knows, even if you can't see the stage can hear you. So please try and be mindful of the people that are pitching. They're putting their lives and souls into this. So please be respectful of that. We will reopen the bar down there at about 7 o'clock, and there is a bar open over here right now. So just, if you're going to go get a drink, that's fine. Like, make your way over there quietly, but try and keep the conversation to a minimum or to a whisper. Other housekeeping. So there is an accessible bathroom right below my feet here. So if you need an accessible bathroom, obviously there's an accessible entrance through the elevator. There are also other bathrooms behind the screen up here for everyone else. And if there's an emergency of any kind, you would have seen there's lots of doors down and around the side.
Yes.
The dangerous part would be, please don't panic coming down these stairs. I have seen people bail, so please make your way in an orderly fashion down these stairs. One of our investors fell right there a couple years ago, but he caught himself. Okay, and with that, I would like to acknowledge the land that we're in. We find ourselves here tonight in Calgary, where the Bow and the Elbow Rivers meet. These were important trading routes for the peoples that came before for the Blackfoot, the Tsuut'ina, the Stoney Nakoda, and the Otipemisiwak people, Métis Nations, regions 5 and 6. These are the original storytellers. So tonight we're going to listen to some founders tell the story of their journeys thus far. These are the original storytellers of these lands. And so in the spirit of reconciliation and honoring the narratives that have shaped our land, we need to acknowledge the Indigenous peoples who are the original storytellers of these territories. The fact that we were able to come together for this event tonight is thanks to the stewardship of the Indigenous peoples that came before us since time immemorial.
Thanks, Adrian. Adrian describes the legacy and traditions of the First Nations, and it's traditions that make the foundation for a good community. The TNT community is no exception. Founded on the tradition that started in 2019 as a weekly happy hour, every Thursday, investors, founders, and team members would get together to make connections with each other, stimulate the local ecosystem, and have fun, make friends, and build companies. From that weekly happy hour sprouted an idea to hold an investment summit of February 2020. Now here we are. It's been 304 weeks, and we're hosting weekly happy hours across Western Canada. We've held, get this, you guys, 42 summits. We've brought together 489 angel investors, and we've invested $17.4 million in 110 companies. Amazing work.
Thanks.
Amazing work.
And so, it's worth applauding for.
It totally is.
I remember the first summit I was at as an investor. Do you remember that summit?
I do remember that summit really well.
So that was the very first summit ever on this stage. The first event ever on this stage. I don't think it had officially opened yet. And
I pitched on this stage. I was the very first pitch on this stage when Platinum Calgary opened, and we won Startup TNT. So that was that was an incredible way to kick off Platform Calgary.
And like all good summit winners, back as an investor. So fantastic.
Back as an investor.
And I see some others in the crowd who are going to do the same. Okay, so that was the global, the Canadian impact. What else do we have?
I know. We've got some pretty cool numbers here, you guys, up on your screen. So Adrian provided us with some Calgary numbers just for our hometown here so we can see the impact we've made. So 40 of those companies are based here in Calgary. $7.4 million, or 43% of the capital that has been raised here, which is incredible. 157 of those 489 investors are local. 21 of those companies that have won here, so just more than half, are led by women, which is incredible. And 10 companies, which represents a quarter, are BIPOC founded. So that's incredible. That's incredible impact that we're making in this community.
That's right. No, thanks. And these are numbers that I keep going back year after year because I love seeing these numbers grow. I love seeing us build these incredibly great startups in our city. And I love seeing the diversity of our city as it continues to diversify. So we couldn't have done that, though, without some amazing sponsors and partners. You know, Startup TNT is a not-for-profit. Our funding comes partly from the government and partly from our investors, but also largely from corporate sponsors. So it's my pleasure here to bring your attention to the screen. You know, Alberta Innovates. You're going to see many of these people up here tonight. Alberta Innovates is a huge core funding partner of ours. We have some Best Friends Forever. We have Amy here from Osler, who's going to be up in a minute. We have our best friend partners like Alberta Enterprise Corp. We have one of our newest sponsors, Access Insurance, Fasken, Martineau, MNP, BDC, CBRE, RBCX, University of Calgary, Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. These are incredible names. We are so honored to have you guys help us. We could not do this without you. So thank you so much. For your
awesome. Thank you for your support, everybody.
Okay, so what is it? I mean, a lot of people are here possibly for their very first time. I know there's at least one person here from the U.S. who just heard about it on Tuesday. He's like, oh, I want to go check this out. How does it work? Well, each investor commits $5,000. So in the summit right now, I've got about 34 investors who've committed $5,000 each. They've pre-committed. They don't know who's going to get this money. We're going to syndicate this investment so that we're one name on the cap table of the winner. Some of those investors may even increase, which actually happens almost every single time. People increase the amount they invest. That's just the minimum they'll invest. These investors then collaborate. We turn it into a team sport. They collaborate on due diligence over a 6-week period. And we will announce the investment or investments live here on stage at the finale on May 1st. So this timeline is fast and furious for the founders, for the investors, for everybody. But the results, I think, speak for themselves. And it's an incredibly fun experience. So if you know anyone that would make a great investor or that should apply to a future summit, this is what they're in for. It's not a pitch competition. It looks like a pitch competition. You're going to watch pitches. It's not a pitch competition. This is an investment competition where we're doing due diligence the whole way along.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's fun, right?
Oh, it's so much fun. I've been on both sides. I've been on the pitching and also been on the due diligence side. So it's a lot of work. These founders put a lot of work in, folks, pitching and getting documents ready, et cetera. Yep.
So who's pitching tonight?
Oh, my goodness. So look who's pitching tonight. Look at this list. All right. So somebody else is going to join this board on May the 1st. Investors have the opportunity. So something that's really important that we talked about, which is a lot of the deals that are done here, you have the ability to invest alongside. So meaning we've done at least 2 to 3 deals per summit. So we've run 42 and 110 companies. And so somebody is going to get up on that board tonight and enjoy all these impressive companies that are doing remarkable things in our industry.
Yeah, at least 1, possibly 2 or 3, maybe more.
Could be a few more.
Will be joining the ranks of our portfolio. Absolutely. And I mean, if you're counting out there, and if you're quick, you'll notice that we're at the top 20 pitch night, and there's 18 logos. And the reason for that is, and this happens every single time.
This happens every time.
Think companies are busy making deals, doing things, and just they made the top 20. Maybe they even did the due diligence, and then they just said, we just can't accept investment right now, and so they pulled out. So you're actually only going to see 18 companies pitch tonight. And with that, after that, I should say.
Where are we going after that?
Well, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hear 10 companies pitch. Then we're going to take a break. Bar's going to reopen for 20 minutes. We're going to get right back here. We're going to hear 8 more pitch. And then we can stay down here till about 9:30. Yep. At which time the party's going to shift over to the James Joyce. Now, I say this every time, but I think it's critical. Many people here have been startup founders. You are startup founders. It is a hard journey. You are putting every dime into your company, which doesn't leave a lot of dimes to pay for drinks at the after party. So we do this fun thing where we ask people if they can donate to the after party tab.
Woohoo!
And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You can donate. And Calgary, by the way, we always beat all the other regions. You can donate to the after party tab, and you will get a shout out, just like Denise from the Grand Sherpa. Where are you, Denise?
Woo, Denise! Thank you, Denise.
Thank you so much, Denise. So you could be like Denise. You can get a massive shout out. You can stay anonymous. You let us know what you'd like. But what I would ask is think about those founders. Think about the journey, the struggle, and think about donating to the after party tab.
And you know what's great about that too, Adrian, is you can donate any amount, folks. So $10, $20, $500.
$10, $20, exactly.
Anything you'd like to donate.
Absolutely. I don't mention the denominations. You get a shout out no matter what.
No matter what.
Okay, and lastly, we don't have a photographer here tonight. We do ask that if take some pictures, share them, put them on socials, tag the Summit XI, Summit 11 YYC, so we can find them. Really greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone, and I think we should.
Oh, are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right, let the pitches begin.
Let the pitches begin. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
So we need to, before we do that, we'd like to invite Emmy from Osler up on stage. Emmy?
Thank you so much, Adrienne and Alena. It's always awesome to be here. My name is Amy. I'm from Osler Hoskin and Harcourt LLP. I'm a lawyer in the Emerging and High Growth Companies Group. What do we do? Basically, we support the companies in the tech industry from pre-seed stage to exit stage. We do everything in between that. Basically, what we do, our specialty is venture capital financings, corporate financings, mergers and acquisitions in the tech industry, and we help tech companies for their everyday legal support. And we are great supporters of Startup TNT, and I'm always happy to be here. Having said that, I have the pleasure to introduce the first person on the list, which is Oliver from Scriggle. Thank you.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Beautiful audience. I recognize a few faces. Yes. All right. So we're raising a pre-seed round to create a real estate marketplace. Here's the problem. Right now, the supply of homes is not exceeding the demand. This is putting upward pressure on home prices. So what we've done is we combined AI with SMS to deliver home valuations. All you need to do is type in an address, and we'll reply with a valuation. We've already launched on Product Hunt. We have over 1,000 beta users, and we spent $0 on marketing. But then we hit a wall. Monetizing text is very difficult. What we realized, though, is that we have users, we have phone numbers, we have addresses. So we're pivoting over towards a marketplace where we connect home buyers directly to the listing agent. By connecting home buyers directly to the listing agent, home buyers can save tens of thousands of dollars. This is how we make money. We generate leads for listing agents, and it happens to be one of the most desired tech tools according to the National Association of Realtors. We charge $500 a month, every month. This is how we make a lot of money. In our first year, we can generate $500,000 by attracting 5% of realtors in Calgary alone. But we all understand that a real estate transaction is not just about realtors. There's mortgage brokers, there's inspectors, there's appraisers, there's also attorneys out there. There's this whole vertical ecosystem that we can cater towards. We can also expand geographically across Canada. So what have we built? We've demonstrated that we can ship code. We've demonstrated that we have product market fit. We're also the very first company in North America to get access to MLS data via web API. We've done all this bootstrapped. So for the very first time, we're opening a round to investors to launch a real estate marketplace. My background is in economics and machine learning at MIT. I've launched companies at Innovate Calgary. I've published articles in TechCrunch and Huffington Post. My co-founder is a lawyer. He's an engineer. He was a patent attorney at Google before he went over to Apple. But the one logo that you should pay attention to is CoreLogic. I was part of the CoreLogic Matrix team, which controls 70% of MLS data across North America. So I'd love to get your feedback on how we can fix real estate. My name is Oliver, and this is Squiggle.
Next on the list is Drew from ChemShift Technologies. Thank you very much.
Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm going to guess that just about every single person here has a cell phone in their pocket right now. Well, I'm not here to talk to you about the cell phone in your pocket. I am here to talk to you about the metal that's powering the battery in that cell phone, and that metal is lithium. Lithium is booming from about a $30 billion market in 2025 to about a $130 billion market by 2040. And plenty of that growth is occurring locally here in North America. But there's a problem. The production sites in North America and the lithium coming from them can't go directly into your battery prior to being refined. And the vast majority of refining capacity happens to be in China, where they use conventional refining technologies. ChemShift is a clean tech company solving this problem through the development of lithium refining technology right here in Calgary. I founded this company last year after spending about 5 years building a lithium mining technology company here in Calgary, where I got to experience this problem firsthand. At that company, we raised close to $70 million, and we got the technology all the way through to a field demonstration unit. At this company, we've raised close to $400,000, and we're already well underway with our technology development. ChemShift simplifies both the lithium value chain through the deployment of lithium refining capacity here in North America and conventional refining technologies by streamlining the process to achieve battery-grade production. We work with hard rock miners, brine miners, and battery recyclers who produce a crude lithium product. We take that crude lithium product, we run it through our refining facility to produce a battery-grade material. That battery-grade material goes to cathode active material manufacturing companies, which will eventually end its way into an electric vehicle battery or a battery that's in your cell phone. We're on a journey to a first-of-a-kind deployment by the end of the decade, and we've started that journey with a 5-ton-per-year system that is fully funded, fully built, and operational in our facility in Calgary here today. By the end of the year, we're looking to scale it up to about a 50-ton-per-year system, which is also fully funded by our pre-seed financing round. Next year, we're looking to take that same capacity scale, integrate it into a fully integrated pilot plant, and that's really why we're here today, is raising our seed financing round for that unit. So as I mentioned on the previous slide, why are we here? We're here because we're raising our seed financing round. That seed financing round is going to fund our pilot plant. That pilot plant is going to get us one step away from commercial scale production. Thank you very much. Short and sweet. My contact information is on the slide. I'd love to hear from any and all of you that are interested in hearing more. Or please feel free to connect with me during the break. Thanks so much.
So please welcome Carmen from Secular Supply Chain.
Thank you, everybody. First time to ever do a, good Lord, it's a lot of you, ever do a pitch, so I'm really excited to be here. Come on, there we are. We did reverse logistics for Walmart for about 15 years, and from that experience, we created and patented the cargo carousel system. Today, when you buy a banana, it takes literally tons of single-use packaging that winds up in landfills, multiple touch points, and special ripening rooms that cost $250,000 a pop, more than a New York apartment. And multinationals have been trying for years to ripen the bananas in a sea can. We solved that problem. The boxes on the bottom go into the carousel on top, and they're smart connected boxes. We fill that with boxes of bananas, and we take 2 of them and put on the back of a sea can. So you have a mobile ripening room that can be tracked and managed all over the world. But there's more. We also help solve 8 of the UN's SDGs. We'll start in bananas, and then we'll move into other foods, electronics, pharmaceuticals. The interesting thing is the potential for growth is massive because one store will carry all of those different items. So once we have 1 or 2 clients or customers, then we just keep going into their other supply chains. We're currently at TR level 4. By the end of the year, we'll be at 6 and 7. With the Insert Grant and Conestoga College, we supply the materials, they supply, Conestoga applies their engineering background, their labor, and the space to build our minimal viable product. We will raise $1.85 million and be able to accomplish the 3 bullet points on the bottom there. This business model is going to be a traditional supply chain licensing, and the reason we do that is to try to keep everything as the same as it always been, because it's a huge change coming onto them. Glenn and I have over 50 years experience in supply chain. Our board, or advisory board, has over 90, and our partners are willing to spend time and invest money to help us build this product and be a success. Now, if we've already funded from ourselves $360,000 into this, we've received grants up to almost $65,000, and we're already in line to receive IRAP grants once we have our MVP. We're inviting you to join us on this unicorn ride in one of the largest, oldest, and most antiquated industries in the planet. And we're hoping to totally transform the entire industry with our one system. And thank you, and any help you can give of any kind, including pointers on how to survive these pitches, I'd really appreciate it.
So last on my list, but definitely not the least, is Jonathan from Day Photonics.
So hi everybody, my name is Jonathan Dadner. I'm President CTO of Day Photonics Corporation. I've spent about the last 15 years and the majority of my career building photonic companies and innovating in the space. So we are a photonic light source company. Basically manufacture those in Calgary, and we build photonic light sources. I'll tell you a bit about that. I'm going to spend most of my time here talking about one specific kind of application where we get most traction in right now, and that's optical metrology. So kind of to get you guys the best analogy, just like we've moved from light bulbs into LED technology, we're doing the same thing for optical metrology equipment manufacturing companies in the semiconductor fabrication industry. So what they're currently using right now is basically outdated light bulb technology. Sure, it's a fancy light bulb. It's called LDLS. It's a light bulb that's induced by a laser. But they have the same problems as a lot of light bulbs do, which is short lifetime. So they're not very happy with that solution. It lasts for about a year, and it's very high maintenance cost to go into these facilities in Taiwan and around the world and maintain and replace. And it's a very noisy light source. So that's their problems right now. And about 2 years ago, we were sought out by one of the metrology companies, their leader in the industry, and wanted us to help them solve this problem. So we've worked with them for the last 2 years, and they helped us conceptualize what the light source needs to be to meet their needs in the metrology world. And we've built the world's first and only superluminescent diode light source that has the brightness and spectral coverage that these guys need to go into that space. So companies like KLA, which is a industry leader in the area, about $100 billion market value share, and Applied Materials, and these other companies have started talking to us now about this technology. But we're going into production with our early adopter, And we're excited to look at this opportunity and talk to them exclusivity and maybe offer it to their competitors as well. So we're kind of in a very unique position right now, and it's kind of fun to be in that space where we have this new technology in this space for a big impact. These are kind of some of our products, but I talked a lot about the optical metrology for semiconductor world. There is still getting traction a lot also in military space, so we're playing in the military and defense application area as well. Just to give you an idea of photonics, it's a big industry. It's fiber optic sensors, military, biomedical imaging, OCT, which is like you go to optometrists and they scan your eyes, so that's all photonic space. These are some of our customers to date. So quite a wide range of different customers in the space. It's a big market. It's growing at about 7.2% CGR. Some of the competitors in this space, these companies, they're all SLED suppliers, that's LED, superluminescent diodes, but none of them have the brightness and the spectral coverage that we have, our team. And we're raising about $1 million right now just to build out our manufacturing capacity and so we can meet the demands for production. Thank you everybody for your time, and I'm here for any questions you'd like to ask us follow up.
Okay, thank you. You just advance one slide. Here we go. Okay, so before I introduce our next introducer, we've had a flurry of donations. So just so you guys know, like I do come up here and read these donations off. Someone asked me to do a cruise ship joke. I don't have one off the top of my head, but
does anybody else have a cruise ship joke?
well, I think it's in the style of a cruise ship comedian. In the style of a cruise ship comedian. That is one of our investors, Mr. Jeffrey Cheng, up in the top. I heard him. There he is. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey. Okay, hold on. We got more here. Okay, we've got. Was this one Jeff? Yeah, would have been. Yeah, that was definitely Jeff. The comedian, yeah, you know, cruise ship comedian trying to use technology. How's that for a joke? Okay, we'll get to the next one soon. It's my pleasure. Now, if you are doing a startup in Calgary and you don't know the next person I'm about to introduce, where have you been? Are you new to Calgary? You must be new to Calgary. This man, what is it, like 500,000 LinkedIn connections? What is it? Come on, Craig Elias from Alberta Innovates, right here.
Thank you, Adrian. So hi, everybody. Yeah, so as Adrian says, I am probably easily the most connected person in the tech sector in Calgary. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Okay, how many of you have been on LinkedIn for more than 10 years? More than 15? More than 20? How many of you know your LinkedIn user number? So there's 1.2 billion people on LinkedIn. I'm user 3,956. So I'm not allowed to have more than 30,000 connections on LinkedIn. So I'm kicking people out right now. So I work for Alberta Innovates. I'm a technology development advisor. How many of you in the room already have a TDA with Alberta Innovates? Okay, so if you have an idea and you do not have a TDA, you need to get one. We do one of three things. There's 4 of us in Calgary, 11 of us in the province. We'll help you do 3 things. We'll find a way to coach you so you can commercialize your technology faster. We'll connect you with some of the people we think can help you get to market sooner. And if you qualify, we'll help you apply for grants. And when you get the grants, we'll help you spend it wisely so you can then get more grants, investors, or revenue. And my job today is to introduce the next 3 people. And the first person up is Paul from Infinium Power Corp. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. All right. Which is the button here?
No, it's good. You just get that.
Okay.
Or this. This is
Okay, there we go. All right, my name is Paul Grist. I am the founder and CEO of Infinidium, and we are disrupting the data center industry, which is the fastest growing and perhaps the most damaging industry history has seen. This is the foundation of our technology. It's what allows us to cool for free and produce power inside of one single envelope. Brief history, the server rack inside the data center hasn't changed much in the last 100 years, but it has increased in density and power usage. These are the current global stats on energy usage, and one that you don't read about very often, which is thermal pollution, which we are addressing, and down to liquid cooling, which is the front-running sustainable solution right now, which I call a Band-Aid fix, and is still toxic and harmful. We've been at this many years, developing our tech, and our plan is to build out our own proprietary data centers in Calgary, Canada, and beyond. We're the first free cooling system that generates energy, also the first in-rack power generation system, and we can deploy in weeks versus years of traditional data centers. Our system works much like a chimney. We let hot air do what it wants to do, and that's go up and rotate. And as it exits the chamber, just like a chimney flue, outdoor air is sucked into the chamber to cool. And while that heat is inside of the chamber, we are able to convert it into electricity and convert over 50% of that waste heat. Now, inside of the chamber, this is our latest addition, we have a magnetic generator that is powered by that waste heat, and we're able to achieve a 2-time increase in and fill that gap to make us completely off-grid. An investment will bring us immediate revenue, help us build out our commercial demo, generate carbon credits, open the gates for financing. We have a great team, design, and a true solution, and partnered with significant parties. Our parallel projects during this build-out will be the launch of our platform, our cryptocurrency public sales around the corner, and a major expansion in Calgary within 2026. We have a seasoned team of veterans I'm proud to be a part of. This is our 10-year plan. We have a window to impact every data center in the world, and a path to perhaps $1 trillion valuation. Yeah, that's our offer. Thank you very much.
Nicely done. So warm welcome for Gustavo from Nambi.
So let's see if this works. Okay. So we all need light for everything we do, from our living rooms to every place. Ambient lighting is a big part of our lives. But light has a dark side. The extraction of gallium, indium, and other metals required for traditional lighting is detrimental to our environment and often exploits impoverished communities. It accounts for 20% of the global lighting industry, and it also produces a lot of CO2. And the worst part is that very few are recycled. Many end up in the landfill because it's so hard, leaching toxic chemicals. Look it up. It's literally trash. So if it's so relevant and so important, the question is, can we have truly sustainable lighting? As engineers and biologists, we look into nature for answers. What if we could grow light? And I love seeing those faces. At Nambi, we're engineering microalgae to bioluminesce, like a firefly, natural light that requires no electricity, that is carbon negative, grows like a plant and cleans our air, and is fully compostable. A new way of looking at light. We aim to create this living and sustainable material, combining the sustainability of microalgae with engineering technologies to produce light, with new opportunities for lamps, architecture, art displays, lighting fixtures, for the home, ecologists, and more. A new way to bring nature closer to people. We're entering a pretty new and growing market. Canadians are looking for more ways to connect with nature and for more sustainable lighting. We see increasing and growing trends in both biophilic design, ambient lighting, and a push for sustainable living. And others have a similar idea and dream for bioluminescence. Light Bio has rippled the industry, appearing in Times Magazine and also selling out. Glowy has made many bioluminescent displays, partnering with cities across France, and recently has been acquired. We believe this proves the concept and that our technology is the most sustainable and versatile way of producing living lights. My team and I are an interdisciplinary group of UBC alumni. We recently we are a group of scientists and engineers, and we recently established our lab right here in Calgary at the Life Sciences Innovation Hub. And we started this stream back in 2022 at the IGEN competition. And since then, we've gotten lots of attention from media, already wanting a product like this. Since then, we got in contact with advisors from the scientific and in the industry to reestablish our plans and set ourselves for success. We are still early on in our mission, and we are aiming for $500,000 for our pre-seed to establish our research and development and produce our IP. We believe in a world where we have more sustainable solutions, where we can connect closer to nature, and we can see light in new ways. And maybe in the future, even bring light to those that don't have access to electricity. So join us to help support young scientists for a greener future illuminated by life. Thank you.
Nicely done, Gustavo. Okay, last, Rob from Oilfield Cleaning Services. Off to you.
Thank you. Keep clicking. Good evening, thank you. We're Oilfield Cleaning Services. We're a innovative, patented new technology for the pipeline integrity and cleaning industry. What you'll see on the left side is the problem. Currently what they do is they pull the pig from the pipeline, hang it over a catch basin, and spray off all the contaminants, which you can see exhausts over the surrounding environment. What we built is a fully contained system where we've put the entire innovation together, that we pull the pig out, we encapsulate all of the contaminants, wash the pig, and hand it back to the operators on site. It's a fully efficient, safer, and more environmental solution that doesn't exist today. Our benefactors are obviously the oil producers. We provide a lesser carbon footprint, more environmental solution to them at a reduced or equivalent cost to today. Obviously, from an environment, we impact that in a great way in terms of taking care of what's being done out there today. And the integrity operators, they're the ones that benefit the greatest from us. We provide an opportunity to hand that tool back immediately, allow them to do all the care and maintenance, less handling of the tool, and actually have a whole lot less downtime and put that into more effective work and also higher revenue through the tool. Pipelines are everywhere. This is just an example of Alberta. Obviously, we're looking to expand this throughout Canada and the US. Currently, where we are right now, we've actually patented the entire system. We've got all the drawings, engineer drawings done. We've selected all the vendors and all the manufacturers. In our year one, we will build 2 units. We'll put those units into operation, perfecting out those units, and then driving into what would look like more of a license model in year 2, where we'll license the entire solution out to operators, very similar to that of a Badger model. Again, like I said, we patented this solution. The clamshell that you see on the right has never been done before. We've patented that. We've patented our process. And again, we've got some trade secrets around the pressure, the vac system, the chemical formulation, and how we utilize it for different formations and different tools. We have a team of very seasoned professionals that we can say here. Happy to introduce them to you and provide all the LinkedIn, and a great and deep advisory board that has offered lots of advisory and mentorship and built viability into everything that we've done. We're looking for $1 million for 20% of the company on a post-valuation of $5 million. Those use of funds, again, is to get the tier 2 units out and some operating capital. We're a very cash-flowing business, so obviously dividends, but we also are a high acquisition target to individuals that we greatly complement their business as it stands today. And again, our call to action is, if you like what you see, reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions and provide some deeper insight into what we're doing. Last thing is, if you go to our website, oilfieldcleaningservices.com, you'll see a full video that illustrates exactly what we do.
All right.
All right.
Okay, we've gone through 7. Stephanie, yeah, make your way down, please. Gone through 7 amazing pitches. The investors must like it because they keep donating to the bar tab.
More money.
We have to thank Kyle Kanofsky, Sean Holler, who's actually watching on the YouTube stream. Thank you, Sean. And The last one, Johannes, who's up there ignoring me. But Johannes as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
It's not too late, you guys. There's still lots more breaks. Cheers at startuptnt.com. That's right. You can interact e-transfer to cheers at startuptnt.com.
Any amount, folks. Any amount works.
Buy a founder a drink, a glass of wine, a glass of sparkling water, whatever. But help them enjoy the night. Okay, who's up next?
Over to me. I want to introduce you to Stephanie from RBCX. Stephanie, come on up.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I just want to say, again, great crowd, everyone. Thank you so much for bringing in all the energy. Keep it going throughout the rest of these startups. And if you are here supporting a friend who is on the stage today, just recognize all of these other supporters that are validating your friend's startup today and tonight. So congratulations to all of you who made it to the top 20. My name is Stephanie Horner. I am an AVP at RBCX. That acronym of a title simply means that I support early stage startups, pre-seed, seed, to connect and strengthen them to Canada's tech ecosystem. Within RBCX, that's through platform, ventures, capital, and banking. That's where I lie. So I have conversations about investors. We have a fundraising list, banking, of course. And if you have more questions, I have an event next week that I can invite you to. Adrian can introduce us, or just find me afterwards. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Sawyer from PharmaPilot.
Welcome to PharmaPilot. We help pharmacies save time and increase their sales by providing their customers an AI experience over the phone, SMS, and web chat. Who would you call if you wanted to go on hold for 12 minutes? For me, it was a pharmacy. There's an inbound calling problem. They have a high-cost medical degree, getting stuck on the phone for 1 to 3 hours a day, a lot of transactional calls. There's an outbound calling problem. They're busy fulfilling 300 prescriptions. They don't have time to set up proactive conversations with their patients. That means they're not that good at monetizing. That's where we come in. At PharmaPilot, we automate 90% of pharmacy phone calls on the inbound, and we add an outbound layer that's not happening today. I'm going to show you a quick demo. Hello, hello.
Hey there. This is Maverick. Give me 1 minute and I'll help refill your prescription from Wilson Pharmacy. Can I get your date of birth, please?
June 9th, 1989.
Thank you, Sawyer. I have your file pulled up. Your prescriptions for Lipitor and Glucophage are due for a refill. Would you like to refill your prescription now?
Yeah, let's refill both.
Your prescriptions for Lipitor and Glucophage are being refilled. We will text you at 5874327.
That's great, thanks. I gotta let you go. Yeah, the best part is she's not even gonna be that mad that we hung up on her. So our team, my name is Sawyer Paul. I'm CEO and founder, electrical engineer by trade. Worked professionally as a marketer. I founded 2 e-commerce brands, so I've imported thousands of widgets, managed some engineering teams along the way. Really excited to introduce our founding AI engineer, Eugene Fudatenko. Nuclear physicist by trade. He's worked in video games for a while, done generative AI for graphics and generative AI for voice. Our lead investor is Sasif. He's a call center expert. He's had 2 exits in call center technology. We're excited to have him on our board. And we got Kirk Goodman on our board, a lawyer to protect our company. This year, I've gotten 6 offers from investors, secured $20,000 from AWS because they like what we're doing. Have a trial happening in Vancouver very shortly, our first LOI. 50 patients need their 2nd dose of a shingles vaccine. Our outbound AI agent's gonna call them and set up those appointments. We have 61 pharmacy leads that I think are pretty warm. They're eagerly awaiting our trial data. Could equal up to $1.1 million annual. Very big partnership in the works with McKesson. This is a Fortune 9 company, massive company. They have some pharmacy software that they want to integrate with PharmaPilot. This will give us access to 1,100 pharmacies and a natural entry point into the US. We're raising $300,000. It's a pre-seed safe with a $2 million cap. We already got 42 grand in checks, about 80 grand in offers. So take out your phone, scan that QR code, connect with Sawyer Paul on LinkedIn. I'm looking to talk to anyone who knows an angel investor, doctor, pharmacist. We're here to streamline healthcare, help you guys out. Thank you.
Great job. Oh. Great job. Great job, Sawyer.
Is it not working?
No, it's not.
Is it on?
Yes, it's on now. Okay. Next we have Daniel from Quantize Tech.
All right, hello everyone. So I'm Daniel Oblak. I'm the co-founder of Quantize Technologies Incorporated, or QTI for short, and we're dealing with spin-off technology from my lab at the University of Calgary. So here's a question for you all. Would you rather skip a commute and do a teleportation instead? Well, it turns out that at the University of Calgary, we have done teleportation of information, so not people, but using quantum science, and the future is quantum. In fact, the quantum science and technology promises to revolutionize a lot of aspects of our society, of our lives, with applications of quantum computing, quantum sensing, and quantum secure communications. In fact, over the last couple of years, there's been great strides in the quantum computing field that puts the day of quantum advantage really closer to today. Now, there's one problem, which is that quantum computers, well, if we look at our digital society today, that really sort of kicked off when we could connect computers to the internet. And likewise, quantum computers won't realize their full potential unless they're connected to some sort of a network. Right now, the world needs one piece of crucial technology for these networks to exist called quantum repeaters. And if we can build these kind of quantum repeaters, we can create global networks that can connect quantum computers and enable their applications. For example, teleportation, maybe. So at QTI, we have made some scientific advances and breakthroughs that puts us in a unique good spot to make the first commercially viable quantum repeater technology. We're basing this on a couple of core technologies and innovations. One is Q-Edge, which is our technology to distribute entanglement over long distances robustly and reliably. And we're also working on advanced quantum memories that can be compatible with quantum repeater technologies. So the quantum technology market is projected to be larger in the future. Indeed, 173 billion is the projection for 2040. And with our unique value proposition and technology, we believe we can capture about 15% of the quantum network and quantum internet market. We have our strong strong IP that's protected by patents, international patents pending, and working on additional patents for our memory technology. We have market validation from several companies, big players in the field like NVIDIA, AWS, Accenture, TELUS, and pilot project commitments, as well as purchase commitments for our first prototype product. So we have a strong team of quantum scientists and business people, including repeat founders and nerdy people like me. And then right now, what we're aiming for is to raise a seed round. We have 4 million, we have $1.5 million already in grants, and over the next 24 months, we will launch commercial pilots, complete product development, secure our first sales, and expand our team. So if you want to get quantum connected, talk to me, and still keep dreaming about how to shorten your commute. Thank you.
Great job. Okay, last but not least, the last startup that I'm presenting tonight is Nathan from ResVR.
Hello, everyone. I am Nathan Nasri. I'm the founder and CEO of ResVR. If you're buying a new home, you're going to find the process confusing, stressful, and slow. All the tools the home builder is going to give you are small product samples and construction drawings of your future house. This doesn't paint a clear picture for anybody. To combat this, the home building industry and real estate developers spend over $8 billion a year on static image rendering to help convey the image of what they're selling. And that's why we built ResVR. ResVR takes away the static images and turns it into 3D interactive software that delivers a measurable 10x ROI for home builders. It's subscription-based, it's fully interactive and customizable, and best of all, it includes free revisions and updates. So this is how it works. So this is like your standard house that you could buy from a home builder with no upgrades in it. And this is the same house with $12,000 of upgrades in it. So you can see, kind of worth the investment there. The challenge is, if you're a new home buyer and you've never been through the process before, you don't understand why you would do this. But when you can actually see it, it's really easy for a salesperson like myself to say, hey, guess what? To get the kitchen of your dreams, only $60 a month. So this is what happens usually in the home building industry, is people purchase with no extra upgrades into their house, and they say, next time I build a house, I'm going to do it differently. Versus doing it right the first time, loving their home, and getting the home of their dreams. So I know this industry really well because my family have built 18,000 homes in Alberta. I sold homes for them for 4 years, where I sold over 200 houses. I've been a video game designer for over 25 years. And my first startup was acquired in 2019 by Interior Logic Group, and we built the same technology. And then 14 months later, we were acquired by Blackstone for $1.6 billion. So this is one of our clients, Trico Homes. Sam here uses our software. And on average, he sold an additional $20,000 in upgrades to all of his customers. And these are just some of the other builders we're working with. So here's how it works. A home builder would pay us about $72,000 per year for our subscription. If each buyer spends an average of $9,000 more, which is not hard to do, that turns into $1.8 million of additional revenue for that customer. And the upgrade margin is what's super critical. So home builders have a 40% profit margin on upgrades, so they're making $700,000 off of a $72,000 investment. Our team, we've been working together for 10 years. It's all B2B contract work, so we can throttle up and down as needed. This is our previous revenue, and we just went to the Home Builder Show in Las Vegas, got back in March, and we have $4 million of ARR in our pipeline right now. It was a super successful show for us. And in case you haven't heard, homes are about to get 5% cheaper because both parties are running for that. So the value of ResVR is that we increase the upgrade spend by 30%. You can access it anywhere with the internet, and we've had 0% churn. Home builders love ResVR. We're raising $2 million with the support of some of these investors. We opened our round 7 days ago. We've raised 30% of our round, and thank you.
Okay.
Are we ready for what's next?
What is next? What's next is some more shout-outs.
Woohoo!
Big shout-out to Brent in the crowd.
Brent, where are you?
Brent's in the crowd. So there's Brent. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
One of our supporters, one of our best friends or close friend sponsors, Guy Levesque from the Hunter Hub. Thank you, Guy. There he is, right there.
Thank you, Guy.
Well-dressed man. Thank you. I think we have a meeting on the calendar for next week. Right on. Okay, and I think we'll go to break.
Let's go to break, folks.
We're going to be really tight here. We're going to 20 minutes max. So I'm going to shut the bar in 15. Okay.
So run.
Okay, I'm going to shut the bar in 15. So thank you, everyone. We're back.
Come back in 15 minutes,
back in
folks.
15. Don't need it. All right.
Okay.
Well, I hope you guys had a great break. The bar is going to be open up top here. Again, I remind you, it can be very distracting. It can make you feel like no one's listening to you when you make the slightest sound in the background. Like I can just hear these people so well.
Yeah, the sound.
I can hear Alex Kruder up there just talking away. He can't hear me. That's the amazing part. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible first 10 pitches.
Woo-hoo!
Here,
big round of applause, everybody. All right. Oh, you want me in the middle? All right, I'll get in the middle. Are we ready?
I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, but we have a few shout-outs.
We have a few more shout-outs. We have a recent entrant to the TNT community here in Calgary. The incredible Kaylin has donated to the bar tab.
Kaylin, where are you, Kaylin?
Kaylin, right there.
Oh,
right
Kaylin,
behind.
thank you, Kaylin.
Thank you, Kaylin. A gentleman, a scholar down here, Mr. Peter LaFontaine.
Peter LaFontaine, thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, and now one of our partners and sponsors is coming up.
That's correct. Do you want me to introduce them? All right. Colin from Axis, welcome to the stage.
Hi, everybody.
Here. Do you want me to give you this one? Oh, here we go.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Lost you there for a second. So my name's Colin with Access Insurance. 20 years ago, I started an insurance brokerage here in Calgary, so I've been a startup before. We sought to disrupt the industry by being a value-add partner to our clients rather than just insurance sales. So we started out, we engaged in active risk management. So feel free to hit us up. We'll help you figure out how those TOS and SaaS agreements impact your business and risk. And I'm here to introduce Jin Wing at Rubico.
Thanks, Colin. I guess this is not my slides, but not this one. I'm sorry. It's. This is not. No, not my deck. That's not your deck. No, it's not my deck, and I'm asking more, but.
We'll find your deck. Hold on. No, if you go to the all presentations folder, just pull it from there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be in this one, guys. Yeah, go there, go to Rubico, and we'll go from here. There it is, 11. Yep. There you go. Thank you. Sorry about that.
All right, big round of applause, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I see it's coming. Just one moment. I was here on September as an audience, and today I came back as a presenter. It feels so good. And thank you so much for this community, and thank you for coming today. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Oh, thank you. Hi, I'm Jin Wenjing, founder of Rubico. So we're building an agentic AI platform to empower professionals in energy industry. So what is agentic AI? If we look like how technology has evolved at our workspace, from very fundamental and limited tools to professional softwares, we are entering a new era. Instead of human using tools, we can build an intelligent system to use tools for us. And why does it matter? Professional tasks requires detailed reasoning, multiple data sets, and specialized models. These tools don't always talk to each other, and there could be a long learning curve. And it would be great if we have a system to help us manage this different knowledge and skill set. Language models like GPT is super helpful, but two questions remain. First, how much can we trust them on domain-specific questions? Second, instead of recommending a solution, can they actually help us get the job done? And that's where AI agent comes. An agent is a system where when you ask a question, it will reason, plan, and call the right tools to help you solve the problem. For example, if you want to build a cash flow model, instead of showing you all the equations, it will do all the calculations and prepare Excel sheet for your download, all finished within 1 minute. It's not just another language model, it's your professional teammates that actually help you get things done. And at Rubico, we offer a centralized platform where users can access different professional agents. They can build your own agent with specialized tool libraries and also manage professional workflows. We're at a booming market. According to Bloomberg, by 2032, those specialized AI assistant software will generate $89 billion incremental revenue. And in energy sector, that represents a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. There have been many companies doing agent, and most of focus on application in general scenarios. And in our case, we believe our domain knowledge in energy industry, as well as the professional tools we provide, are our core advantages. And our target clients are companies in the energy field, and we operate on a subscription model with different tiers. We've reached initial agreement with 2 companies for pilot program and another 3 for potential product trials. We aim to close our first deal by end of this year and reach break even with 1 million revenue by end of next year, and also start Series A fundraising. And this is our team, a combination of professionals from both academia and industry, and bringing in expertise in energy and AI. We are raising 2 million seed round funding, mostly for new hires. Thank you, and together let's embrace the opportunity with agentic AI.
All right. Next up, we've got Kate with SyncMed Technologies, Inc.
Thank you. What do you call a Canadian dinosaur? A dinosaur. It's always my joke when I start an IV. It's my IV joke. I have none that I can tell in public. I save those for my cute little men. Perfect. All right, you guys good? My name is Kate Ewing. I'm one of the co-founders of SyncMed Technologies. I also happen to be a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse here in the Emergency Department of Calgary for the last 15 years. So, our problem, imagine you're a paramedic. You're trying to communicate critical information to a hospital, managing redundant phone systems, and drop cell phones. You cannot get this information to the hospital in time. For my co-founder, Brandon, he doesn't have to imagine this. This is a daily reality, as it is for all the paramedics across Canada. So communication gaps between emergency medical services and emergency department personnel increase safety risk, delays treatments, and leads to systemic inefficiencies. In here in Alberta, there's 725,000 calls for service a year, and a portion of those actually have a delay exceeding 60 minutes, which means paramedics are not available on the street for you and your loved ones. In addition, studies indicate that 80% of serious adverse events are actually involving miscommunications during transitions in care. Our other co-founder, Francie, is unfortunately a victim of this. So if you've seen Francie rolling around today, she was involved in a car accident. Multiple miscommunications happened, delayed her treatment, and she ended up with a secondary spinal cord injury. So she's incredibly passionate about this cause. The technology that was used in 2006 in Francie's accident is the same technology that's used today, a phone tree. It takes the paramedics 3 to 4 minutes to actually get a hold of the hospital. They only call for critical patients. So when I'm sitting in triage, sometimes I get 7 or 8 patients. I have no time to plan, I have no time to prepare, and we end up with a bottleneck as I'm quickly trying to work through all the patients and not getting all the information. And documentation occurs after, from memory. So all the information is passed verbally, and every time it passes from one hand to the next, a little bit of information is lost. Our solution is a mobile application with a hospital database. It has multiple years of research to it. Francie and I both did our master's degrees on this topic. I've had endless end user interviews. We've developed a software that works with end user workflows. So our market opportunity, AHS actually reached out to us. We've been in talks with them to pilot in Q4. Then we hope to expand to the rest of Canada. We do have some competitors in the States. We talked to them. They have no interest in coming up to Canada. That's because of our data storage and privacy laws. I know, it's funny, right? So this is made on Canadian soil with Canadian data, privacy, and universal healthcare in mind. Our business model is a B2G, so we'll sell it to health regions and governments. Hospital motivation saves them money, reduces errors, and meets their strategic goals. We have a phenomenal team. We've been supported here by the Hunter Hub in Calgary, by the AIR program, and we've been incubated by Spark. Our ask is $200,000. Clearly, I did this after a night shift. There's an extra zero. So it's for product technology development to help our pilot implementation, and it unlocks another $150,000 in grant funding. So at 45 seconds, every 45 seconds, there's a call for service. You or somebody you know are going to need this, and at EMS to ED, we want to help you improve outcomes of the ones you love.
All right, thanks for that, Kate. Next up, we have Brett with Tarka Manufacturing Solutions, Inc.
All right. So you'll note I'm the only guy that brought up his notes with him, but I figured I better deliver it clean, otherwise, you know, you wouldn't understand what I was talking about. Do I don't. At least not one that I can say in public, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So hi, my name is Brett Quigley. For the past 15 years, I've specialized in the import and commercialization of Class 1 medical devices in Canada. I have a deep understanding of complex rehab technology, and I'm here to tell you about Tarka Manufacturing Solutions and how our technology is transforming the lives of wheelchair users. Poor seating puts wheelchair users at risk of wounds and postural decline. This erodes quality of life and can even cause death. These aren't just statistics, they're real people that live with real consequences. Let me tell you about our client, Liz. Liz suffered a spinal cord injury, came out of the hospital, was going back to work, determined to regain her life. But soon thereafter, she started to develop pressure wounds. Liz and her therapist looked for a solution for this for the next 4.5 years. While this was happening, her entire world collapsed. Her life was reduced down to an hour a day out of bed when we met her. Tarka entered the situation. We came in with our custom contoured seating solution, and then Liz and her therapist were able to increase her sit times, get her back out into the community, and now Liz is living a happy life, going to the pool league on Wednesday night, shooting pool, working, and enjoying herself. So at Tarka, we're not just making seating, we're actually changing people's lives. So Tarka's patent-pending seating system adjusts to you to protect posture and protect long-term mobility. We use additive manufacturing and composite materials to solve real-world problems for people like Liz. The wheelchair seating market is a billion-dollar opportunity, and Tarka is well positioned to capture a significant market share. By year 3, we project $28 million in sales. Our business model is simple and scalable. We have repeat sales, demonstrating strong market demand and excellent clinical results. Tarka delivers its product through established dealer networks with margins over 80%, and that's even after the dealer gets their discount. We operate in an established industry that's dominated by billion-dollar companies, but Tarka has a better product with greater durability, easier customization, and competitive pricing. With our patent-pending products, we're ready to capture a significant market share. With over 90 years of combined industry experience, we are the right team to get this done, and we have a plan that we're going to execute on. We're raising $1.5 million US to accelerate commercialization and scale manufacturing. Tarka was recently introduced at our industry's largest trade show and generated very strong interest. As a result, we're negotiating an LOI with a large corporate partner, and we're in distribution discussions with 5 other international companies. That's Tarka. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you, Brett. So next we have Josh with ThermalWorks HVAC Technologies, Inc.
All right. There we go. Good evening, everybody. My name is Josh. I'm a residential HVAC designer with ThermalWorks HVAC Technologies, and together with my business partner, Kevin Roach, we are on a mission to prevent home heating failures and also increase the standard of care for consumers in the residential HVAC industry. So there's 2 problems that we're solving. First, homeowners are experiencing heating failures more throughout the wintertime, and that's for a variety of problems. But if anyone's ever been through that situation before, It's scary, it's frustrating, it results in a lot of lost time and disruptions to your work and family schedule. And ultimately, to get heat back in the home, it results in costly repairs. And then from the contractor's perspective, there are a significant amount of contractors in the industry, and they're all focusing on what they do best, which is HVAC services. So there's been very little innovation entering the market to try and capture more of the HVAC market share. And so what they experience is little to modest growth year over year unless they do acquisitions. So what we did is we created one solution to solve both needs, and that is our patent-pending HVAC monitoring platform. It's a device that gets installed onto your furnace, and it captures all of the necessary mechanical data that we need to assess its health and communicates that to us in real time. And so homeowners will never experience an emergency heating failure again because we can respond to those problems before they actually become a real issue. And when we respond to things proactively, it helps to increase total HVAC life and longevity, and ultimately gives the homeowner total peace of mind knowing that someone is looking after their equipment throughout the year. Now, from the contractor's perspective, this gives them a new innovative revenue stream as well as service to offer their clients. And because our device is so integrated into the home, it helps to deepen the customer loyalty that they have with that contractor as well as their relationships. And ultimately, when it comes time to replace the equipment or to repair it, those contractors will experience a high level of conversion with a very low cost of sale. So the reason we're doing this now is a lot of those small, medium-sized businesses are being bought up and conglomerated into large tech-centered enterprises. And those groups are prioritizing technology to help differentiate themselves in the HVAC space, as well as drive new business. And then on the homeowner side, HVAC equipment is becoming significantly more efficient, which is fantastic, but it also means more complexities, more failures in the future or risk of failures, and ultimately costly repairs. And so the opportunity that we have in front of us is we have a $1.7 billion market from residential maintenance and services happening annually, and 7.5 million homes that our devices can be put onto. And so as a company, we're looking for $250,000 to help finish our AI minimum viable product and then kick off 2 pilot projects with some of Calgary's largest HVAC contractors. And so again, my name is Josh, a residential HVAC designer, and my co-founder is Kevin Roach, and thank you for the opportunity. We'd love to chat with you afterwards.
Awesome. Just click forward one slide. All right, that was awesome. So it's awesome as well that some of our sponsors like Colin are becoming investors. We're going to hear from another one in a minute who's also now investing. But it's time for more shout outs.
Woohoo!
You know, again, it's cheers@startuptnt.com. I see you. Yeah, that's right. I'm making eye contact. Cheers@startuptnt.com.
And remember, any amount counts.
That sounds like a great conversation. Cheers@startuptnt.com. Okay, we're down to last. So Jacob, thank you very much to Jacob.
Jacob, where are
you? Who gave me cash. He gave me cash.
He gave you cash.
That's cheers at
Jacob,
my wallet.
where are you? Thank you, Jacob.
And a guy I hadn't seen since Christmas time, Oleg from EIM. Where's Oleg? There he is.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you,
Oleg.
Great to see you back. Remember, we do a happy hour every single Thursday. They're not always as big as this, though. Okay, so down to the final one.
We're down to the final 4. So I'd like to invite Brad from Faskins. Come on up.
Thanks. Hey everyone, my name is Brad from Faskin. I'm a partner and co-leader of the Emerging Tech and Venture Capital Group for the Prairie region. Also, as Adrian mentioned, a very proud first-time investor in Startup TNT.
Congrats, awesome.
Thank you. So what is Faskin? Faskin is a full-service national law firm. We have over 950 lawyers located throughout the country. Our emerging tech team of over 90 lawyers has been in the market for about 30 years. In that time, we've supported 11 of our clients achieve unicorn status and countless others with successful exits. So if you're a founder looking to chat about any legal issues you're facing from starting up, incorporating, to developing an IP strategy, to raising capital, I'm happy to have a chat. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Liz from Village Wealth.
Check, check. We're good? Okay. Whoops. Hi, everybody. Village Wealth is building the future of acquisition intelligence.
We help entrepreneurs buy businesses smarter and faster. In addition to helping people navigate this process, we are collecting buyer and deal structuring data that will power predictive analytics and report on real-time acquisition trends. They call it the silver tsunami. Aging business owners are retiring. It's $16 trillion of business assets to change hands before 2032. Tens of thousands of business buyers are entering the market, but many of them will fail without structure, data, and financing. When buyers work alone, only 10% of them are successful. With guidance from Village Wealth, over 70% of our members are closing deals. Some are in this room tonight. Village Wealth is an acquisition platform built for buyers. We are the only comprehensive solution in the market that offers deal management software, a marketplace, weekly acquisition roundtables with our community, on-demand learning, and acquisition services, advisory services. And we're now embedding AI. We have a hybrid pricing model, and this year we're committed to moving toward a purely SaaS model. With over 15,000 users, our ARR is 300,000. We were profitable last year, and this year we're on pace to break $1 million in revenue. We've doubled our site visits, significantly increased our revenue, and tripled our Google impressions in the last 12 months. We started with a simple marketplace. We added advisory services, we proved product market fit, and in 2024, we launched Village Wealth 2.0 as a comprehensive platform. We are now in the position to be the industry's leading source of acquisition data. We are raising $1.5 million to scale, develop, partner, and grow. Village Wealth is the infrastructure this movement has been missing. We are buyer-centric, transparent, and data-driven. Our team is based here in Calgary, and everyone on the slide here is in the room tonight. So if you believe in the future of entrepreneurship through acquisition, we'd love to speak with you. Thank you.
Next up is Ben from WeDrive. Ben.
So how many of you have gotten your car repaired in the last 6 months? Well, you probably had to call the dealership. They probably told you that they couldn't get to you for the next 1 to 2 weeks. They probably took your car for 4 hours when the repair only took 30 minutes. Now, fortunately for you, you only have to go through this 2 to 4 times a year. But what if I told you you had to do this 30 times in a single month? Well, fleet managers, who are all responsible for making sure your Amazon orders come on time, have to go through this labor-intensive process every single month. This increases their vehicle downtime, makes it harder to retain good drivers, and forces them to spend $60,000 a year in hidden costs. What if I told you that this could all be automated? My name is Ben Aguntsman, and I'm the founder of WeDrive, and we automate maintenances for fleet management. We connect to the vehicle to detect issues. We run real-time problem assessments that automatically dispatch a mechanic on-site for the repair during and outside of their business hours. Now, I can say this because we've done this over 1,000 times in this city. Fleet managers with artificial intelligence can detect $75 issues before they become $3,000 problems. They can expand their operations confidently, and drivers have repairs done around their schedule as opposed to interrupting their schedule. We serve downtime-sensitive businesses, prime target for private equity looking to streamline inefficiencies. With over 62,000 fleet vehicles across Calgary, Edmonton, and Toronto, and our existing clients having vehicles in those cities, we have the ability to obtain $24 million per year in the local markets, positioning us to attack the $164 billion per year in North America. Now, most fleet management tools track. Some detect issues, but none of them solve them. We bridge the gap between fleet insights and action with on-site services. Our product provides certainty with rapid response from service providers able to remotely diagnose issues on-site. It allows you, the business owner, to watch your business from the sky. We charge $30 per month per vehicle, and we take 20% commission off of all services. We've seen 1,200% increase in repeated system usage and 25% increase in customer spend, allowing us to generate 88% increase in monthly revenue. Now, our team has over a decade of experience in this system, from fleet dispatching to fleet repair, from machine learning to automotive technology. We are poised for growth. We're on the mission to become the #1 protocol for connecting fleet data with a global network of service providers ready to help. Now, if you have a vehicle or you know a company that owns more than 5 vehicles, we'll love to talk to you. And if you're interested in backing our mission, come talk to us as well.
Please welcome Henry from Wasler.
Imagine a future where access to healthcare is just at the palm of your hands, instantaneous. Unburdened by labor, unburdened by your geography, unburdened by the efficiencies or inefficiencies of the healthcare system. That's the future we're building. And we're raising our seed round to accelerate that future. As some of you may know, there is severe labor shortage in healthcare. Severe. It's bad. It's going to get worse. 15 million shortage predicted by 2030. The workforce is aging. Over 50% of nurses are over the age of 50. And labor cost is also very expensive in healthcare. Hospitals spend about 50% of their revenue just on labor alone. You can't automate healthcare tasks because it's difficult. We focused on a very small segment of healthcare, which is imaging services. And within that segment, we're solving, first, sonographer labor shortage. Sonographers are people that do your ultrasound scans. I'm sure some of you here probably have had an ultrasound scan done before. There were 75 million scans done in the US last year. There were 20,000 unfilled sonographer positions last year in the US. And the 90% injury rate in the profession also exacerbates the labor shortage. Now, the second problem we're solving within imaging as well is the medical receptionist, which you would think there'll be a lot more of them, but no. Receptionists work hard, medical receptionists work even harder, 10 times harder, I'll probably argue. And as a result, there's also high turnover amongst receptionists. And then clinic owners are left training people at a high cost. So what's the solution to this? This is Wasler's platform. We're building a platform of robotics and AI-enabled solutions to essentially help with the labor shortage and also scale the productivity of the staff that we currently have. The Sono system is solving the sonographer labor shortage. And this is basically a fully automated solution that does diagnostic ultrasound scan. I know it's crazy, it sounds crazy, and believe me, it's been a pain building this. Right now, we have a teleoperated solution, fully teleoperated. You can do diagnostic ultrasound scan from over 10,000 kilometers away. Second, the Nexus platform. This is a platform that basically runs the clinical admin solutions. The receptionist, it answers your calls, it handles all the paperwork, it makes outbound call, it checks you in when you get into the clinic. This is a seamless healthcare experience. The value proposition here, okay, I'm gonna wrap up. So the Sonos system has obvious financial benefit to both for the clinics, as you can see here, and as well as the Nexus. Nexus is in red, and that's a cost savings from Nexus as opposed to traditional solution. We are a team.
Henry, you've done this before, man. Henry's a radiologist, or about to be, right? When do you graduate? June? June, yeah. Done, yeah.
Thank you. All right, last but not least, Joel from Youthfully.
Let's go, Joel.
Where's Joel? Hey.
Hello, everyone. Oh, thanks. Great. Okay. Never before has the uncertainty for a student leaving high school or university been this high. AI, global instability, and a rapidly shifting career landscape. So how do we combat this? How do we make sure our children are prepared for this future? Well, the focus is really on career and guidance education, building skills, experience, and outcomes. But traditionally, this has been an add-on in education. We're seeing it move more towards the center of the student experience. Budgets for career management have increased 22% at schools just over the last 2 years alone. The problem is career and guidance education is broken. 52% of students use it once or not at all. 16% find it very helpful. It's unstructured, it's fragmented, it's not personalized. That's why students come to us. We have we offer structured and personalized career and education programs that help them land jobs, help them get into university, build skills, and figure out their path. And we do that because we have a platform that allows us to assemble AI-powered modules like our interview simulator and our resume builder. Let's take an example of a product manager who is preparing for an interview. We're going to start by having them watch 4 recorded mock interviews in our Learning Hub, and then practice 20 technical interview questions in our interview simulator, and then close it off with 3 one-on-one coaching sessions with a real product manager. We started selling these programs directly to students just 2 years ago. They pay on average $3,800 per program. We closed 2024 with $1.2 million in net revenue, almost 3x year over year. We're expecting a similar growth rate in the years to come with a proven marketing engine. Our platform is difficult to replicate because you can't just bolt it onto an existing system. You have to build it from scratch like we did. We use data and AI to personalize the user experience. And while we're focused on investing in the direct-to-student channel, we're also investing early in selling into educational institutions. We have 10 pilots that are focused for this year, and we're already on track to hit that goal. I started and sold my first ed tech business in 2018, so I understand how to build valuable companies in this space. My co-founder is a AI and senior software engineer, also with deep ed tech experience. Our lead investor built a $7 billion company called Point Click Care. We're one of 25 companies in Canada selected for the C100, one of 14 around the world selected for the USC's EdTech Accelerator program. We're raising US $1.5 million. We have 20% pre-circled from existing and new investors. We're looking for 10 to 15% from this community and the remaining from a VC. Thanks so much, and I'd love to tell you more.
All right. Okay, we made it. We did it. That's 18 pitches.
So give them a big round of applause. It's hard to pitch, Adrian.
It's hard to pitch.
It's hard to
I feel
pitch.
bad. Henry, I feel really bad. Can we give a big hand for Henry? He flew all the way. He flew in from Toronto for this because he's finishing his residency in Ontario. He's moving back to Calgary. He flew in because he wanted to be here to make a good impression. So I feel terrible. I hate cutting people off. It is hard to do a 3-minute pitch. It is really, really hard.
It is so hard. And you know what? It takes a lot of prep to get here, too. So just from pitching and practicing and building decks, and it's not easy.
Okay, again, we couldn't have put this night on without the incredible support of our incredible partners and sponsors.
So big round of applause
Big
for
round
those
of
folks,
applause.
people. Thank you.
And the night is not over, because I think I've mentioned we have an after party that people have been donating to all night long.
All night long.
And you still can, because I can wait here, because the power of eye contact worked on Oba. Thank you, Oba, for donating to the after party.
Thank you.
I also want to give a big shout out to Kim from Lawson Lundell. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim. Look at all of these tonight.
I know.
It's amazing.
I'm going to go look at my phone, and I'm just going to, I mean, maybe there's more coming in.
I guess we're going to have to drink more.
Cheers at startuptnt.com. If I don't mention you tonight, don't worry about it. We're going to put you in our newsletter. Okay? You can donate later when the show's over, and I'll still put you in the newsletter.
With smiling faces?
Unless you say you want to be anonymous. I will give you credit. I will give you kudos. Thank you. You are helping young founders, broke founders, have a great night out.
Yeah, so thank you for that, you guys. It's so important for this ecosystem to support each other.
So one more time for the companies that pitched tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
What'd you think? What did you think, Alina?
I thought it was amazing. I don't know about you guys, but there were some incredible companies up on stage today and people who practice pitching, and oh God, it was fantastic. I love this stuff, if you can't tell.
I do too.
I love being here.
I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, you work at BDC and advisory.
Yeah,
of course
that's
you
right.
love this stuff.
I do.
Okay, remember, we're going to be right back here, right on this stage, May 1st. We are now an invitation event, so you got to subscribe to our newsletter to get an invitation or be here now. If you're
Invitation
here now,
only.
You're already getting an invitation if you're here today. And if you're online, you're also getting an invitation, and we will be live streaming that event. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
Remember, the after party for James Joyce.
James
Stay right there.
Joyce. James Joyce.
Thank you, Alina.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you to Selena and our bartenders.
Thank you
Don't
to
forget,
everybody.
Tip your servers and bartenders.
And that's a wrap.